Devin Blight.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Devin Blight channel. My name is Devin Blight, and welcome to a game called Serial Investigation, which is basically a short visual novel where you meet a detective named Eleanora, and you two are trying to find a serial killer, though you may or may not be the serial killer yourself. This game was made by a guy named Pitouhui, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that it would be fun to play. Yeah, not much else to add to that, so let's just dive right on in. Alrighty, let's get started. Please input your name. That would be Devin. Would you like to go by Devin? Yes. Please select your pronouns. That would be he, him. Would you like to go with he, him, and Mr.? Yes. Are you sure he isn't a Hold on, let me read this. Are you sure he isn't a suspect? I know what I'm doing, sir. Assuming a person's crimes just because of their background is not evidence. ... It's not your call, detective. Just please do not be careless with your investigation. Bias is not welcome in our department, nor in this workforce. The people of this town have begun to grow increasingly wary. Your job is of utmost importance, especially in these times. I am aware, sir. I promise you that this is not of bias. Mr. Devin has been cooperative and kind throughout all of this. Wait, I'm the one being investigated. Oh, interesting. I've kept my eye on him for a while now. He isn't some brutal serial killer. I mean, you never know. How much can you really know about somebody? Ooh, hi. Eleanora escorts you out of the police station. The annoyance in her face is obvious. When she turns to you, her expression softens into something a bit more sympathetic. Sorry you had to go through that again. Honestly, what were they thinking to use your background as evidence? The gall in this department. It's fine, Miss Eleanora. I get it a lot. Well, it's just not right. This would not fly at my previous workplace. It must be tough being... Oh, sorry, that's me. It must be tough being transferred to a department in the middle of nowhere. A bit. But the middle of nowhere has a cafe no big city could ever top. I was thinking of heading over there right now, actually. Would you like to go with me? My treat, as an apology for my boss's weird judgment. Ooh, Detective Eleanora is asking me out on a date. I'm simply inviting you to get some coffee with me. Goodness. Can a person invite somebody for coffee without it sounding like I'm asking for a date? I was just messing around. Well, do you want to go or not? Sure thing, Miss Eleanora. Save the formalities and just call me Eleanora. You shoot Eleanora a soft smile that makes her fluster a little bit. Sure thing, Eleanora. I don't know if I'm actually saying her name properly. I probably am not. You hop into the passenger seat of Eleanor's car. The cafe wasn't too far away, just a few blocks down from the road from the police station. Stepping into the building, you are hit with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and baked goods. Eleanora ordered a typical latte, along with the cafe's signature croissants. Okay. Isn't the atmosphere of this place just lovely? It's a nice break from all the stuff I need to juggle at work. To be out here 24/7 trying to find a killer that's been loose for a year is really something else. Let me turn down the volume for my mic so that I'm not sounding too loud. Tell me about it. It's a big job to be putting onto a single person. You're a hard worker, Eleanora. I admire your devotion to the job. Thank you, Devin. Without your assist and without your support, I think I would have lost my mind. So are we dating? That's the real question. Oh, to be taken away by the killer instead of having to do my job. I'm sure they kept you alive for the thrill of the chase. Would a killer really care for something like that? They seem like mindless people who only want to chase adrenaline to fill a hole in their empty life. How would you know what a killer thinks? Because I am one. What if I was the killer all along? She didn't find that funny. Oops. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't joke about things like that. They've taken so many lives. Lives of people that have families and loved ones. Apologies, Detective. I didn't mean... Eleanora stood up from her seat with her latte half drank. Sorry, I need to clear my head. Oh, no worries. Please, feel free. What a drag. Eleanora has been the lead detective of her small town's police department after the last detective gave up on her search for the town's killer. Her lack of experience is notable. Did I hit a soft spot? Did I accidentally touch on your worst nightmare? That the one person you care about in this town could be the person you've been chasing this past few months? Oh, detective. If only you knew. Oh, so I am the killer. Yep. The neighborhood streets were lined with let me try that again. The neighborhood streets were lined with dim street lights that tend to flicker every once in a while. Many of the town's citizens have been cautious at night. They either go out in large groups or stay at home. But sometimes there are an unlucky few that think they'll be fine wandering alone in the dead of night. I need to let off some steam. Search or wander? Let's wander. You walk down the block and reach your local park. It's pretty empty, save for a few couples or groups out for a late night walk. Search, I guess. You find a lone person on a bench, away enough from the populated areas of the park. There are many empty beer cans that sat right beside him on the bench. Your heart races. Kill him or leave? Yeah, sure, why not? A man incapacitated on a bench was like taking candy from a baby. You felt a rush, your heart beating quickly as you approach him from behind. He doesn't even know what's coming. That's the best part of it. Pulling out your knife, you sneak up behind the man and point it directly at his neck. With a quick, clean stab, you plunge the sharp object right into his artery. Dang, okay. You could hardly scream as his warm blood splattered all along the bench. And we got caught, okay. A young woman who had witnessed the scene screamed, startling people around the vicinity. Panic began to settle in as you attempt to slip back into the darkness. Some stood there in horror, some called the police, and a rare few chased after you. Yes, sir. Of course, I can take him to the station. Eleanora walked towards the back seat of the police vehicle where you were detained. To say I'm disappointed, Devin, is quite an understatement. You had nothing to say. Shame and embarrassment was all you could feel. Eleanora stepped into the driver's seat and started up the engine, the car vibrating as she pressed on the gas. You stare out the window, watching as the familiar buildings of your town passed by. Reflecting was all you could do at this moment. Eleanora didn't want to speak to you. Before you could rehearse defenses in your mind, the car drove past the station. Hey, we passed the... Oh, I'm not taking you to the police station. Oh, sorry. I didn't do that in her voice. Oh, I'm not taking you to the police station. You pause, confused. You look up to see the rearview mirror of the car. Oh. You will never be able to show your face in public so long as you're wanted. Everyone will be after you. You have nowhere to go. What are you saying? Where are you taking me? You're lucky I was there to save you. You'd be in jail if not for me. Eleanora drives out of the town towards forests that stretch countless of miles out. I'll make sure nobody can find you ever again. Oh, okay. I guess that was an ending. I wonder what would have happened if we didn't kill that guy, though. Let's see. Alright, let's search this time. You look around the area, but you find nothing interesting. You look around the area but you find nothing interesting. So let's wander. You walk down the block and reach your local park. It's pretty empty, save for a few couples or groups out for a late night walk. Let's wander. You approach the lake in the far corner of the park. It's quiet and the water is still. Search. The moonlight shimmers on the lake. The moonlight shimmering on the lake is nice. It gives you a nice sense of serenity. Other than that, there's nothing interesting. Wander. You wander until you reach the town. There's a lot more people in this area out for a little nightlife. There are a few people wandering around in all groups. Slipping into a secluded alleyway, you spot a lone woman smoking a cigarette. It would be hard to hear any noises that come from here. Let's save this time. And then knife. You step deeper into the cold, cramped alleyway, your knife already in hand. Your heart begins to race, the thrill and rush already hitting your nerves before she can even notice. She took another hit of her cigarette before her eyes meet yours. Huh? What do you want? She looks up at your expression, deranged and eyeing her like prey. Ooh, scary. Her eyes fall down to your weapon, and immediately her cigarette drops to the floor. Screams of terror escape her throat as you swing at her. Gosh, I feel so cheesy reading this. The sharp blade scuffing her bare shoulder and drawing blood. We didn't even hit her properly. She begins running the other way, her heels clicking against pavement. You quickly run after her. You couldn't just let her get away. I mean, come on, let's be responsible here. See, she was faster than you imagined, faster than you could actually run. The panic in your mind finally began to settle. She saw you. Your face. If she gets away, you'll finally be caught. And the authorities, Eleanora will know, and your little game will be up. The two of you begin to reach the end of the end of the hallway. I thought it was an alleyway, when all of a sudden... Oh. Well, that was careless. Eleanora begins breathing heavily, her hands and breath shaking from the adrenaline. The reality of her actions hit her. Oh crap. My heart is racing so much. I can see why you do this now, Devin. You look at her in disbelief. Eleanora shot her. She shot the woman dead. Gasp. That's what happens when you shoot people. What the heck did you do? Eleanora turns her head towards your direction. She loosely aimed her gun at you, making you freeze and surrender instantly. You were being so careless, Devin. I couldn't let you get caught. Did me walking out for a little date upset you that much? Where'd you kill without a thought? 'Cause that was sloppy. It was pretty sloppy. She steps over the body and begins walking closer towards you. You start to back up slowly, at least until you feel the hard concrete wall hit your back. Can you imagine what I was thinking? Was this really the serial killer that kept getting away with it? She stopped right in front of you, trapping you against the wall. The tip of her gun traces your stomach to your chest. Oh no, she might shoot me. That's scary. Sorry. She presses the nozzle of the weapon against you, letting you feel the cold hard steel. Act quicker next time. I can't always be here to finish off your victims. It's not my job, it's yours. Now run along. I'll look forward to our next game of cat and mouse. Okay. Interesting ending. Apparently Eleanora is not exactly all there in her mind. I wonder if there's any other endings. Leave. You turn around and return to the street. Wander. You loop back into your neighborhood. Oh, and then it just repeats from there. Okay. I mean... yeah. I guess it just loops from there. Alright, past me. Hold on right there. So I was just about to finish editing the video, then I realized I completely missed an entire ending. So Yeah, I'm going to play that real quick because I don't actually want to miss anything. Pay her a surprise visit. Your failed attempts at finding a victim has left you sneaking into the window of the detective's home. For law enforcement, she doesn't seem to be very cautious about home security. The window was unlocked, and you managed to sneak right in. You slip into her kitchen. Various empty and half bottles of whiskey and gin line up on counters. Go left or go right? Let's go left. Exiting through the doorway to your left, you enter her living room. It was tidy, save for a few glasses on the table. Didn't know she was quite the drinker. Go right. You were met with stairs that led you up into the second floor. Go up the stairs. You walk up the stairs. Along the hallway were 3 rooms. Room to your left. You wiggle the doorknob a bit, but the door doesn't open. Must be locked. To the right. The handle clicked and you open the door slowly. Peeking inside, you see a bathtub, a toilet, and a sink. There was a mirror that pointed straight at the door, and it creeped you out a little bit. You shut the door quietly. The room at the end. Okay, here's where it gets good, I think. You approach to the door at the end of the hallway and twist the doorknob slowly. Peeking inside, you notice that this is her office. As you slip in out of curiosity, you notice a large pin boarded to your right. Pin board. Various photos of you and newspapers of your crimes were pinned to the board. The photos of you looked as if they were taken from afar. Many of them were photos of you committing murders. You look unknowing, like you didn't even know someone was watching you from afar. Looks like cat's out of the bag. Before you could turn around at the voice, you feel hands grip you and pin you down to the board. Detective? You've got a lot of nerve sneaking into my house like this. Now that you know my secret, I don't think I can let you run free. You try. Oh gosh, I can't speak. You try to wiggle. No, it is wriggle. Wriggle? What? Yourself free from her grip, but she pins you down tight. Don't try and resist now. Isn't it strange? Don't you think this is how your victims feel? Helpless? Now that you're here, finally in my grasp, I'll take these photos to the department. You'll officially be wanted for your crimes. Then you'll have no choice but to hide away with me. Oh. I'm the only one who can keep you safe, Devin. And I'll make sure of it. Oh, okay. Serial Investigation is a very interesting visual novel. I'm very glad that I went back and checked out that final ending, because beforehand I had already filmed everything and I had my final thoughts, and basically they summed up to, I thought the game was kind of short and I didn't think that they utilized Eleanora enough. But with this new ending, finally we can see some of her motivation, I guess. And it was like I thought originally in my original thoughts, was that, you know, she enjoyed the chase and that she didn't want to actually capture us, but there was a bit more of a romantic angle to it that in my initial thoughts I never quite caught. So it was a bit more of a obsession, you could say. But I'm very glad that I went back and saw that ending. The other endings were pretty okay too. They kind of hinted at her obsession with us, but this final ending definitely helped me actually see this. I didn't actually know this was an ending, because when I went back I thought it would just loop over and over again, but evidently not. So glad I went back. Honestly, I enjoyed this visual novel. I thought it was really good. Obviously it was really short, but hey, it's not supposed to be all that long. I really like Eleanora as a character. She seems pretty interesting, and I would love to see her in more games by this creator. But yeah, that's about it. That's my thoughts on the game, and yeah, get out.